Hi, dear friends. I'm happy. Today we are on the sixth day for the course. So, today I have come up with the next part, that is group discussion. So, let's start up with the group discussion. Um, these are the four things what we are going to take up. That is concept of group discussion, evaluation of group discussion, do's and don'ts of group discussion, and language focus. So these are the four things what we are going to take up today. So group discussion is a systematic and purposeful interactive oral process. It's an oral process. Oral is nothing but speaking. Okay. So here the exchange of ideas, thoughts and feelings takes place through oral communication. Oral communication. There is nothing writing here. Everything is spoken among within the group of people sitting, and discussion takes place on any ideas, maybe some thoughts exchanged, maybe some feelings exchanged relating to any topic. People exchange their thoughts. So the exchange of ideas takes place in a systematic and structured way, but the thing is it goes in a structured way. It is not in a haphazard way, or say like it is not on in a debatable way. They don't debate it, they just discuss. The participants sit facing each other almost in a semicircle and express their views on the given topic. So just you can see here, they sit in this way, semicircle, facing each other. Every person can see each and every other person. So and they discuss the topics or issues in the discussion. So what are the things what we are going to evaluate? How we are going to evaluate? Evaluation of the group discussion. The group discussion should include all these things. It should include subject knowledge. It should have it has listening and oral communication. The person should have good subject knowledge. The person should have listening skill. He should have a wonderful listening skill, because he has to listen to the people who are talking about and discussing things. So it's not only you speaking. See here we can see one person speaking, others listening. So listening skill is an important thing. Oral communication, you should know how to speak. You should know how you exchange your thoughts. You should know how you make people convince about what you want to say, your ideas. The thought should be very clear. What you are speaking, they should be very clear. You should have good expressions. You should have leadership skill. You should lead in the front, and but you should never say that I am right and I know everything. It is not you tell it, but you can exchange your thoughts, and everyone should be ready to listen to you. So that is what leadership skills are. Then you should have team behavior. You should behave in a team, behave like a team, teammate. So and proper non-verbal clues. You cannot use wrong expressions or gestures, wrong things, non-verbal things. So because as 55% of the the communication has non-verbal communication. So non-verbal, that is gestures, your expressions should be very decent and professional. Already has been discussed in the non-verbal communication how your behavior should be whenever you are having an interview or in a discussion, in a group discussion and all. So it's already discussed in the first chapter. So let's not waste the time behind that. Then apt language. Your language should be very clear and apt to the situation. You cannot go in a place wherein people do not understand any such local language and you're speaking it in. It should be a language, it should be understood by everyone sitting there. And decision making ability should also be very much clear. The group discussions do's, what you should do. Listen to others attentively. You should always listen in a group discussion very attentively. You even may have to take brief notes. You take up a notepad, write some notes regarding what others are talking about, and take their thoughts. Then enter the discussion at an early stage. Enter this discussion as early as possible. Do not make much late. So it is better you enter into the discussion at an early stage, because your thoughts may be already coming into others' thoughts, and you will lose your chance of speaking, because those things already will be spoken by others. So you should at least try and enter into the discussion at an early stage, so that your thoughts come first before the others. Communicate with confidence. Whatever you speak with a confidence. Make sure that your contributions are focused on the given topic. You should speak only towards the topic. stick to the topic. Do not speak anything else other than topic, because speaking other than else and the topic is tough to have. So try to speak something new which has not been said by earlier speakers. This is an important part. That's what I told you, that you should speak something new. You should not speak the thing already which is spoken by any others in the discussion. So ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. It will be just like a media channel then, that whenever we on any news channel, the same thing will be running in all of the news channels. So that should not be happen, that you have to speak the same thing what others have spoken already. If they have spoken, just leave those points and go for other things. If you find that any participant is not making his or her viewpoint clear, ask pertinent questions. If you think that any of the participants in the discussion has made a point but you are not clear about it, you can ask him a question regarding it and get the thought cleared. Even when you oppose a viewpoint, use dignified languages. Yes, this is a very important thing, that your language should be very dignified. You should not use slangs, and never if you want to oppose a viewpoint, no issues, you can oppose it. Like a debate, you can oppose here also, but in a debate it's different. Here you should not use such a languages which lowers the discussions points. So that's what type of language we have to use whenever you have to enter into the discussion and all, I'm going to tell you in the later part of the video. So try to make your contribution, try to make your contributions take the center point of the discussion. The center point of the discussion, your contribution should be very much clear and focused towards the point, and it should create some excitement into the participants. Use positive body language. Your body language should be just awesome, positive. It should not give any vulgarities or anything as such which gives negative vibes. That also you should have. And look into others person's eyes when listening or speaking. Whenever you speak, just look into the other's eyes and speak. And whenever you listen, and I have already told you, just bend your head a bit and listen carefully what the things are. That's your body language. Your body language should be very clear, and it should be positive. Never it should give you any negative vibes to the participants. Remain confident, interested throughout, whether you are speaking or not. If you are speaking or not speaking, you have to be confident over there, and always show you that you are interested in the discussion. Never show your disinterest. If it shows that you are out of the discussion, if you are showing your disinterest. Conclude each argument at the right time and in the right manner. Whenever you keep your thought, it should be concluded in a right manner. It should not go in a haphazard way, and the things do not get cleared if the things are not concluded. So conclude it in a right time and in the right manner. Timing also very important. Group discussions falls to be very having very less time. So you should see that you speak in a proper time stipulated and in a right manner. So collaborate instead of compete. Do not compete with others. Here it is not the debate that you are competing, you are speaking for, you are speaking against. You should collaborate. You should be very much, if someone in your discussion has made a point, you can say, to continue with the point of Mr. XYZ, I am going to say these things. And so this is what collaboration, you make collaboration which gives very good expressions, and others get attracted towards your speech. So that is what the do's. What are the don'ts? The don'ts are: don't appear or feel restless when someone is speaking. Never show your disinterest. Do not appear that you are restless. Do not show your eagerness that he should stop and you should start. You should be very calm, sitting and listen to someone. When someone is speaking, you should just listen. Don't keep silent for a long time. This is a point what you have to. I don't say, if I am saying if someone is speaking, be calm. It's with that you have to not be very much silent for the long time. The selectors are there to hear your speak. They want you to speak and not to be silent. So do not show that you are speaking. That doesn't mean that you cut someone's and get into the discussion. Whenever a person is speaking, he gives a pause in between. That is the pause what you have to use and enter into the discussion. That is what you have to see. You should not cut anyone's. If I am speaking and anyone comes and stops me to speak and he starts speaking, that is a big issue which should not be happened in the discussion. So whenever I am speaking, if I give a pause, say I stop for a second, you have to jump in and start discussion. So that is what you have to take advantage of the situations. So don't use abusive and objectionable language. Already I have told, don't use abusive objectionable language or gestures, whatever your hand signs and should be, your body language should be, your language should be very decent, very professional. It should not give any, you should not tell any objectionable or abusive things at the discussion. Don't interrupt others when they are speaking. That's what I already told. Don't impose your views upon others. If anyone has keeping his views, do not impose your views. You are wrong. It's me. What I am speaking is right. That's wrong thing. You should not do this. Don't get irritated or lose temper if someone disagrees with you. If someone says that I do not disagree, do not get irritated, or it is their point of view. So they can keep their point of view at that point of in the time of discussion. When your turn comes, you can speak up. So do not get irritated, or please do not lose temper. Don't deviate from the subject given for discussion. Whenever any subject is given to you, you be stick on the subject. Do not speak anything other than the subject or go outside the subject. So be very specific about the subject. If you are speaking on terrorism, it is very specific that you have to speak only on the terrorism. You do not go to any other things like while speaking it's terrorism, you immediately go to corruption and come back to the terrorism. That does cleans up the discussion. So please keep it in mind. Don't take anything personally. If anything is spoken over there, please do not take anything personally. Don't give instructions to others in the group. Never give instructions to the others in the group. This is an important thing, because many people take have the intent to give advice or instructions for others to show they are very good and all. So please don't do that. Don't speak of the sake of speaking. Just to speak, do not speak. You need to speak as per the things what you have to. So that is what type of language you have to use whenever you are going for the group discussion. So while starting an opinion, if you want to state an opinion, you have to start with, it seems to me that I want to speak about this. It's in my view, if terrorism is, or you can say, I intend to think that terrorism, this is the way what you have to enter into. It's obvious that so that's what I believe terrorism. Clearly it is it shows that terrorism is, this is the way what you have to state your opinion. And you should not say, hey, so be very decent. And these are the things, some of the examples. When you state an opinion, you start your sentences with these. While interrupting, say if you want to interrupt into the discussion when someone is speaking, I told you, when he pauses, just tell him, excuse me, may I ask for a clarification on this? Yeah, that is what. If you are not clear with anyone's thought, just ask an excuse and get it clarified. So, excuse me, may I ask for a clarification on this? This is what the way of interrupting. You should not interrupt, or you can say, sorry to interrupt you, but this is the thing what I want to ask you. This is the thing I'm not clear about. So this is what you have to use the words while you interrupt. So while you want to handle interruptions, so if if you are speaking and someone enters into your discussion and he interrupts you, you can say, sorry, please let me finish first. This is what the way you have to, sorry ma'am or sir, whatever, sorry sir, please let me finish. Sorry ma'am, let me finish first, then we can take up your questions. This is the way what you have to handle interruptions. If anyone speaks or interrupts you when you are speaking, if I may finish what I am saying, this is the more easy way. So you just say, if I may finish what I am saying, you can take up the chance. So this is what you are going to use the language while you are handling the interruptions. So while expressing agreement, if you are agreeing with anyone's thoughts present in the discussion, so you just say, I totally agree. I agree entirely. I quite agree. I couldn't agree more. These are the things what you can use while you are expressing the agreement. So while expressing disagreement, if you are not agreeing with anyone's thought, then you can use it. I don't agree at all with your thought what you are saying about the terrorism. So you can say, I totally disagree about your thought about terrorism, that it is an Islamic radicalism, or it doesn't have any you can say caste creed. Terrorism is terrorism. So these are the way what you have to interrupt. So I think quite differently on this, that terrorism is not linked to any religion. It is linked to total humanity. If anyone doing inhuman things is a terrorist. So these are the things what you can enter into the disagreement. I don't really think so. This is also the sentence what you can say. So whenever you disagree with someone, just don't go and plow on him. It is the best way. Stop him. Or you can tell your I don't disagree at all. I totally disagree with you. I think quite differently on this. I don't really think so. What you are speaking is right. This is what my views are. So these are the way you can enter into the discussions. So this is the language what you have to use whenever you are entering into this. So remember these 5 things what you have to take up for the language part, because these are the 5 things what happens in the discussion, that is stating an opinion, interrupting, handling interruptions, expressing your agreement, and expressing the disagreement. So these are some of the topics of group discussion what I want to show you. So morals and values among Indians in this generation, with media publishing and telecast, trivia, censorship in the need of hour, we are not serious about saving wildlife environment, the education system needs serious reforms, the internet is an exercise in hype. So these are some of the corruption is the price we pay for democracy, advertisements cheat people, hence should be banned. So these are the right way of discussing. People can discuss you can share your thoughts, you can share your views. So these are some of the activities what you can do. You form a group of some students or your friends and start discussing some of the topics here given. And if you feel so that the discussion has been very wonderful, please take a video of it and do share with us. If we find it wonderful, we are going to publish it in our blog and even in the YouTube channel. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. You have given me such a wonderful opportunity to speak to you guys. I am very happy that we are on the 6th day. We have 9 days to go to complete this course. Thank you.